Stop what you're doing right now and go grab a bottle of Miracle Food, suitable for all ages, the perfect cleansing reboot, and it promotes a healthy immune system. Created by some of the most powerful superfoods on the planet, Miracle Food in this day and age is perfect for you. Don't wait. ChakraDoctor.org. Go grab your bottle of Miracle Food right now. Let them know Viral Hip Hop News sent you. Let's go.
You were one of the few that got kind of transitioned out of basketball. You've seen people transition into commentating and all kind of different things, but you transitioned into the culture. You went right into BET. Mm-hmm. You were involved in hip hop heavy. You were in Bad Boys. It was just you. John Salley was into the culture. What inspired you to do that? Was that always kind of a plan for yours outside of the NBA, outside of the career, to kind of get involved with the media, involved with hip hop culture?
Yeah, my whole life was to be an actor. I wanted to be the Black Johnny Carson. So at 11 years old, first time I saw Johnny Carson, and Ed McMahon was like, "Here's Johnny." My great uncle used to say, and I thought it was cool when I first watched it. I thought it was the coolest thing to sit down and have these conversations with celebrities and be humble and be funny at the same time. I wanted to do that. I used to tell my mom I was going to be on television. She used to say, "Stop," and I used to look at TV like this. And she said, "Stop gazing in the devil's eyeball," is what she called television. And I was like, "Mom, I'm gonna be on here one day. Like I'm gonna be on TV. Like everyone's gonna know my name." She was like, "Okay, Johnny." So just that mentality that I know that I was gonna go. I wanted to play basketball. I loved it. But the only way I thought I was ever going to be on the Mike Douglas show, which y'all never heard of, but it was the first time I saw Magic Johnson. He was 19 years old. He was on the Mike Douglas show that came on at 5 o'clock. And my brother Ron turns to me and says, "How old are you, 14? Yeah. You going to be on the Mike Douglas show when you're 19? And I was on fire. He goes, "No, but I saw you on a skateboard. You're going to have a broken collarbone. You're 7 footer with a broken collarbone. You can't be in the NBA." Like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And to me, that was making it. And so I wanted to do movies. Like I was friends with Spike way back, man. We in college. I'm loving Spike, man. And I'm walking around selling tickets to She's Gotta Have It down in Atlanta. I'm going to be an actor. But just like, how many things you going to be? I was like, I'm going to be it all. So to do it, I got a lot of arrows in my back. Yeah, because the pioneers get the arrows, right?
Yeah,
you got different actors, different athletes that don't fear that they can't do it. I mean, I was told I was too tall by Spike. Man, he's too tall for my frame, man. I can't do it. So you did a basketball movie and you didn't put me in. So, that tells you what he thought about my acting skills. But I got a new movie coming out in September on Disney Plus called Sneakerella.
Sneakerella.
Yeah. I'm not supposed to tell y'all that, but I told you anyway.
We'll make sure they don't get into the edit, the cut.
No, I'm joking. It advertised. It's probably my favorite movie I've ever done. Bad Boys was great. I love Bad Boys. It was my start. And Eddie was great. And all the rest of them. But this one, I literally knew what I was doing. I knew where I was thinking. It's a hip hop musical. So I always wanted to be in a musical. I wanted to see it. So, and it's another thing. I'm not afraid to do things, man. I did stand up. I acted. I'm about to start directing. I'm about to produce a movie. Like, you just got to keep it moving. And it's like Kanye said, only you can put a limitation on you. What everybody else says doesn't make a difference, right? It's you. Right. So my advice to those cats is if you see it, do it. But focus, which to some people, to me, wasn't. I'm not. I was focused on being the best entertainer I can possibly be in sports, in television, in film, in writing. I wanted to be an entertainer. I wanted to entertain people.
Oh.
Definitely. Talk about your veganism journey, and at what point did you become a vegan, and what caused you to do that?
Absolutely.
So 1991, my cholesterol was through the roof. I was 27 years old. They was telling me that I was gonna have to get to this drug called Lipitor. No, I wasn't 91. Yeah, it was gonna get to this drug called Lipitor. Now, I don't mean to mention the company's name, but supposedly one of the side effects is impotence. So I was like, there got to be another way. I'm entertaining too much right now. And then I went to this lady named Dr. Jewel Pukrum, and she said, "Yo, you full of shit. And I go, what do you mean? She said, some horrible intestinal toxins. And when we give you this colonic and we get that out of you and kill these parasites and start getting all that out of you, you're going to be, I also went through a bad breakup. And let me get all those parasites she put in out of you. And when I got those out and I started eating macrobiotic, and my body had lost all those parasites and all those things I was holding on to, it was right there. I was a lying vegetarian. I was still going fishing, eating cheese and you know, pizzas and all that stuff with cow cheese, eating turkey burgers as if it was different from beef, eating fish, and that was better for you. And then in 2007, I said, when I turned 40, I decided in 2006, I was never going to lie to myself again. Period. I was not lying to myself. And what that meant is 2004, I wasn't going to lie to myself. In 2006, 2007, I decided not to eat anything from an animal. So that was 14 years ago. And right now I weighed in at 242 pounds, and I was 250 when I played with the Lakers 21 years ago. So my blood is great. No cholesterol problems, no prostate problems, cleaning my liver, my kidneys, working on my joints, and my ligaments. Like literally, it's a full-time job taking care of this avocado. Like I take care of this car like the Mustang Sally, that it was a mint condition, built in 1964. I'm trying to take care of it, sparkle it up, and that's how I'm treating it. Now, I ain't putting no extra rims on it, not shading the windows. I'm not putting anything in it. I'm keeping it as put together as possible. So I think veganism has helped that. Like I'm putting together right now, I own a cafe called Cafe Organics with my partners Terrence and Shiloh out in the San Bernardino. Great place. If y'all ever in the LA area, got to come out there on your way out to Palm Springs, check it out. And then I plan on doing something which is like a pop-up every weekend here in Los Angeles. And the reason I think it's important because I run into a lot of people saying, well, the processed vegan food is just as bad as one. It's not just as bad. First thing, because no animal had to die for the making of this. So that right there puts you in a whole nother room. Two, if you get to the right companies that use the right salts and the different sweeteners that are needed, yes, that's not great for the body. It's not, but one, an animal didn't have to die in order for you to have a taste. So that's first. And then once we get you kind of waking up, because I tell people, when you talk to people who aren't of this lifestyle and you automatically condemn them from not being this lifestyle, you're just as bad as a flesh eater. So I know that they're not conscious. And they go, oh, man, you're going to say I'm not conscious now because I eat meat? Exactly. I'm exactly going to say that. Because how could you be conscious about the beings on the earth of God, conscious in with your higher being, and feel that you eating another sentinel being is going to make you even more of a sentinel being? Makes no sense. So all sentinel beings on this planet don't need to be, God put them here for them to live. The fruits and the seeds are for you to eat. He said it in Genesis. And if you come at me as you're an atheist, it still makes more sense, science, not eating an animal. So that's that point. So when people aren't really conscious, but they're trying it, they're trying to wake up slowly. You don't shake them. Wake up, man. You go, hey, man, you want some water? Huh? Yeah. You're just waking up. You want some water? Yeah, it's good for you. And as they slowly wake up, then they'll go into raw vegetables, raw fruit. So that's my deal. My deal is to beat it first, to lay it down, and everything can be done. Because the only thing that's real, fellas, is that you're alive right now. Everything else doesn't matter.
Good, man. This is Sam Ant, CEO of Viral Hip Hop News. Listen, I appreciate each and every one of y'all who are going to check out this documentary. Shout out to my man Lonnie Fresh. Do me a favor. Go to YouTube right now. Go subscribe to Viral Hip Hop News, one of the best hip hop platforms out here right now. We also have The Hub, Hip Hop News Uncensored, of course, the podcast, the baddest podcast out, the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast. We drop 7 days a week, doing this thing 100% independent.
There was not one day that I was at work on the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air that I wished I was somewhere else.
Now let's talk about the Players Club, because you, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, that's like your first major role in a movie, right?
Taking over the game. Sincerely appreciate each and every one of y'all.
y'all. You can grab merch on the YouTube site. You can talk to me on there and much more. Sam Ant, CEO of Viral Hip Hop News. Appreciate each and every one of y'all.
Oh God, you the man, Cass. I spit white like a clan mask, and I'm a hustler.